You know what gets me? Watching someone flick your money into the trash, right in front of everybody like you don't even exist yet. That happened, and you never forget it. Keep the change, boy. Buy yourself some better clothes. That's what Rachel Morrison told me, loud enough for the whole restaurant to hear, and then she dropped my $47.83 straight into the trash bin. Didn't even blink, just wiped her hands clean on a napkin like the money was filth. The place got quiet in a way I hadn't heard since church funerals. Forks froze, coffee cups hovered. The entire staff was peeking from the kitchen. My jaw tightened, but I said nothing. Sometimes it's better to wait, you know? She looked me up and down, her voice all syrupy with that edge. Did you just what? Throw away pocket change. Then, louder, that outfit screams, you need every penny. Maybe try the soup kitchen down the street. She spritzed the counter with disinfectant, scrubbing where my money had touched, like my existence was a biohazard. I felt the weight of 100 eyes on me own part shame, 2 parts anger. But I'd learned long ago, anger's for amateurs. The real power is patience. I just stood there, clutching my leather portfolio like a life preserver, my heart pounding for all the wrong reasons. You ever been so humiliated you want to walk out, but you stay put because you know this story ain't over? She strutted across the counter, arms folded, chin up, dripping with that special kind of superiority some folks get when they think the world owes them deference. Sir, are you sure you can afford our prices? This isn't McDonald's. Each word was a nail, hammered slow. A businessman behind me, dressed almost like me, stepped forward, button down, slacks, even the same brand of watch. Rachel's voice melted into honey. Her smile turned up full wattage. Good afternoon, sir. What can I get started for you today? Large cappuccino, no foam. Absolutely, she replied, and her hands danced through the espresso routine like she was auditioning for Food Network. That's when Zoe Carter, a college kid in the corner, thumbed her phone on Facebook Live. Y'all seeing this racism happening right now at Pinnacle Bistro? She whispered to the camera. Rachel snapped, we don't allow filming here, company policy. Zoe just kept streaming. Rachel's voice dropped. I see. I can have you removed for harassment. And the tension in the air got sharp enough to cut. My coffee paper cup to go despite me asking for Diningra cold on the counter. The businessman got us in a heavy mug, porcelain, perfect. He glanced at me, then her, then hustled to a table, embarrassed for both of us. Around the room, whispers. An elderly couple frowned behind menus. A mom with 2 kids kept shooting Rachel, looks like she wanted to file a complaint with God. The kitchen crew in the back muttered, shook their heads, but nobody said a word. That's how this stuff survives, you know? Not evil, just silence. Rachel came back with, you've been standing there a while. Are you having an episode? Should I call someone? I stared her down, real calm, and said, just observing. People reveal themselves when they think there are no consequences. That landed. Her composure cracked tiny, but there. She threatened to call security. You're making our customers uncomfortable. I scanned the room. Don't think it's me they're uncomfortable with. She bristled, but her hands trembled. The health inspection timer on the wall glowed, read 5 minutes left. That's when she really lost it. Grabbed the phone, called security loud enough for everyone to hear. Aggressive customer, front counter, immediate intervention. I waited, watching the countdown, feeling the phone buzz in my pocket, notifications piling up, board meetings, contracts. That black Amex card flashed as I silenced it. A businessman at the corner table saw, double-took, but kept quiet. Security rolled out a big guy named Joe. Rachel played her part. He's been harassing staff, refusing to leave. Joe didn't even question her. Sir, I'm going to need you to leave before this escalates. I said, for standing quietly and making a purchase. He started with the legal language trespassing, private property. The health inspector appeared, clipboard in hand, annoyed by the commotion. What's the delay? Rachel blurted. Just a minor customer issue. Inspector Williams threatened to dock points for staff distraction. Rachel went pale, her future hanging by a thread, and she knew it. I took out my card slowly, deliberately, just identification, I said. Joe's hand twitched near his radio. Rachel's eyes grew wide as the health inspector barked, handle it, or I start docking points. She looked trapped, and I almost pitied her. Almost. The sirens got louder outside, police on the way. Then, just as it hit fever pitch, the man in the sharp suit at the entrance stepped forward. "Excuse me, isn't this Pinnacle Bistro? I'm Robert Carter, Regional Director, Metro Restaurant Association." The whole place froze. Rachel tried to smile. "Just a minor situation, doesn't look minor to me," Carter shot back, eyes flinty. Inspector Williams announced 14 health violations, a conditional pass 72 hours to fix or shut down. Rachel's knees almost gave out. I could see the collapse behind her eyes. The job, the franchise, all of it circling the drain. Zoe's live stream kept climbing. 2,000, 3,000, nearly 4,000 viewers. Pinnacle Bistro racism was trending before the police even came through the door. Officer Rodriguez arrived, sharp, all business. "I'm Marcus Thompson," I told her, and handed over my card and documents. Rachel stared. The card read CEO, Thompson Hospitality Solutions, specializing in restaurant acquisitions. The folder had the acquisition agreement, $2.3 million finalized that morning. I own the place. The entire staff gasped. Zoe dropped her phone, nearly. The businessman started filming. Even Maria, the server who'd seen it all, let out a sigh of relief. Rachel was paralyzed. "You nobody," she stammered. "You can't afford coffee." I just opened another folder: operational assessment, customer complaints, security footage. 47 complaints, all ignored, each describing the same treatment, the same humiliation. Photos, documentation, a pattern of discrimination you couldn't explain away. Inspector Williams's jaw set as she saw the evidence. "Mr. Thompson, those health violations, were you aware?" "Suspected, that's why I'm here," I replied. "Wanted to see the real thing." Rachel pleaded, "You can't ruin someone's life over one mistake." I shook my head. "This isn't one mistake. 47 people in 18 months. That's a system, not an accident." Officer Rodriguez asked if I wanted to press charges: false report, civil rights violations. I looked at Rachel, young and desperate, but there was nothing left but consequences. "Sometimes natural consequences teach more than courtrooms," I said. "But her employment is terminated right now." The staff applauded. Customers did too. Maria, trembling, stepped forward. "We wanted to say something. We were scared." I nodded. "That culture ends today. Open communication, respect, excellence, those are our new standards." From there, I rolled out changes: sensitivity training, anonymous complaint app, real-time feedback, even a fund to support minority-owned suppliers. Maria became assistant manager. Carlos, promoted to head chef. Every violation, every ugly secrétaire, acknowledged, fixed. Rachel was banned from any property under my name, but given a chance at redemption: complete sensitivity training, demonstrate change, and maybe, just maybe, return in 2 years. Because even in justice, there's room for forgiveness if someone truly earns it. 6 months on, Pinnacle Bistro was unrecognizably the best way. Business up, 0 complaints, staff enrolling in college, customers coming back. The Metro Restaurant Association named us Inclusive Business of the Year. Zoe, who started the live stream, was now our social media lead. Even Rachel, after finishing her training, found purpose helping others. Wrote me a letter apologizing. The ban? Lifted. Everybody deserves a second act if they do the work. So here's the thing. You never know who's standing at your counter, what power they hold, what battles they've fought. Sometimes the person you try to humiliate is the very one who'll rewrite the rules. That's justice, not revenge, but real change. And if you're watching this, ask yourself, would you have spoken up? Would you have filmed like Zoe? Would you have hired like Maria? Or would you have watched in silence? Share your thoughts: right or wrong, justice or overkill. What would you do in that moment? Drop your story, your opinion. Because every voice matters. Every share makes the world a little less silent. And respect, it's non-negotiable. You know what I mean?